Hey guys, this is Jenna with Hill Valley Farm, and today I wanted to introduce you to one of the newest members of our herd, and I am so excited to be able to say this. So without further ado, here goes. Introducing Cedar View Excalibur Star B. He is the son of Superior Genetics, Corey's Fancy, WW Daniela, 3-Star M, and Little Tots Estate Bambino plus Star B. Here is his dam's udder, and as you can see, lovely teats and full udders. Here is his daughter. This is Vista Oaks, that's what she said, who is actually Sheila, who lives in our barn now. Look at the rear udder height on this doe. He really likes to throw that. He also exudes dairy strength, and so we are just so happy to have him with us. So here we are in what we now call, as of right now in this season, the buck field. As you can see, the previous fence line is right there, the line that you see on the ground. Now it extends all the way to our yard fence and then also on back. And so they have plenty of room. But standing in my buck field is the amazing Cedar View Excalibur Star B. And I am so happy that he is here. He has actually already bred 2 does, and possibly more by the time this video hits YouTube. And if you follow us on Facebook, you'll know who those does are. So, because I have been posting about it. But he is extremely uphill. I love watching him walk through the fields. He has incredible dairy strength, stands really well on those feet and legs, and he's just got a lot of nice kids behind him. One of those kids is Vista Oaks, that's what she said. It's Sheila in our herd, and I love this girl's rear udder height and just everything about that udder and the teat placement. So very happy to have him in this field. I want to thank Lacey, my good friend at Vista Oaks, for giving me the opportunity to own this guy. He comes, like I said, from a long line of dairiness, and one of the things by bringing him into our herd means that we are actually bringing back in winged watchmen. If you know anything about pedigrees, you'll probably have heard about Pecan Hollow winged watchman, and he is just an incredible buck. He's thrown a lot of beautiful animals, and one of those animals is our very own Corey's Fancy in Mayflower, which is, my lovely doe May. So by bringing him in, I can breed that back into our herd. And so that's exciting. It's not really considered a complete line breeding because it's just not super close, but it's just enough that makes me feel comfortable with it and at this stage in our breeding program. So I'm really excited and happy to have him here. And so since then, like I said, our fence got done. It looks really great. We're very happy with it. We had to do a few tweaks. When you have livestock, you have to think about little things like this. I can't have a gap, between the barn and a wood post. So I had to keep my T-post that I originally had there for the temporary fence I had up. And then I just zip tied and stapled and did all the things because we can't have gaps, mainly because this little guy, little Hill Valley DeLorean, he can slip through things, and we just can't have that. And so he is growing and doing well, and so is Golden here. This is actually Faylene's son right there. And he's a beautiful boy. Yes, he is. And then we've got DeLorean over there. He's so little still. That's a Sky right there. That's her son. He was just born in June, so he's still a baby. But he is really growing out to be a really beautiful guy. So that is the news with the buck. Now I have a little something else in my back pocket that I'm going to share with you in just a second. So as we are over here in the doe area, you'll see we've completely set up the other side of the barn, and the fence is complete over here as well. And again, very happy with it and how it turned out. The girls can go into the barn through that gate, and then also into the barn over here. They can go into the stalls however they choose, whichever way they want to go. And as you can see, this is the loveliest and best sight a goat owner can ever see. Well, aside from healthy goats, which I see right now, are goats grazing. This means that I am not having to feed them the amount of hay I was having to feed them whenever they were in the other field, because there was literally just no pasture left for them. All that was left was the invasive weed that we were dealing with. So now they're over here. We're getting our plan together as to how to treat that weed and get rid of it and reseed. And but of course that has to be done in the spring. So these girls are going to be over here for a while. But as soon as all that is fixed, we get to do we can rotationally graze them. And that, my friends, is what I'm really looking forward to. Now, so what I was saying in my back pocket, along with Cedar View, Excalibur, we call him X, we brought home this little beauty. This is Vista Oaks Cream Puff. I get confused because I call her Little Puff, and Caden calls her Puffy Pastry. I told him she's going to be a puffy pastry if he keeps feeding her the way he is. She is a beautiful golden white doe. She is out of the lineage of Vista Oaks Coconut. She's permanent grand champion. I love that doe. Caden actually showed her one of the times when we first met Lacey and got the grand on one of her legs that day. So that was kind of cool. And I just love this girl. I have looked at her all year, ever since she was born at the end of May. And I just really have watched her grow. And I'm just so happy to have her in our herd now. She's super friendly. Right now she's really enjoying grazing, but she's super friendly. She's such a sweetheart, and we are so happy. You know, we didn't necessarily need another doe, but I got a deal, and you know what? Craig said run with it, so I did. He gave me the green light. So when I get a green light, I'm going to go for it. So I'm so excited to have her here. And she's about the same age as Thistle. Thistle right there, the black and white doe in the middle. She is, her birthday is like DeLorean's. She was in late June. So less than a month apart, these two. And they do cuddle up at night. I figured they would be buddies, and they are. Hello, Echo. Hello, sweet girl. So she is, she's doing well. It's really hard when you bring a young one in with all these girls, because we had 9 juniors retained, or, you know, and I have Elk somewhere. I don't know where she is. She's over there. We had 9 juniors. And so it's tough for a single junior to go into a pen full of juniors already, and then to be, you know, with the bigger girls. But she's held her own. She's done very well. She's acclimated beautifully. She's had no problems. I mean, it's been stressful, but not too much, you know. So we brought her home the same day we brought X, which was actually the day before Thanksgiving. So the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So they've been here a couple weeks now, and they are just doing great. And like I said, it's really nice to see the grazing happening here. This is Mirabella. She's supposed to be due in February, but she's not showing a whole lot, so I'm hoping she doesn't just have a single in there. Now Ellie here, Ellie looks like she has a little herd, and she's already getting a little udder. Aren't you, Ellie? She's like, I'm trying to eat. Yes. But yeah, so it's coming. It's getting close to kidding season, isn't it, baby? Say yes for me. Yep. And then we've got Lily out here. I don't know, they say the camera adds 10 pounds. Whew. Lily is getting wide. And I love Lily, and I love Lily babies. I love everything about this girl. I have missed milking her so much. I never knew you could miss milking a doe so much, but I have missed it this year. Haven't we, Lily? Yes. She is just, oh, I love her. She's a beautiful girl. She's bred to Legend, if you've watched those videos. And here's Isabella. She's getting kind of wide, and she's actually one of the later ones we bred for February. But she's due the February 5th, I think, is when she's due. Got a whole bunch of them due the 5th. So, like I said, this is just a beautiful sight, and I'm so happy this is done. And for those of you asking, about the grant, yes, now there is a grant through the Soil Conservation, and I've been trying to work closely with them. It's kind of hard because they're not always available, but you have to have money up front. That is not really something that I knew when I started. So as to date, I have not gotten my grant money. So it's December 8th, 2023 today, and I started this just talking to them and getting everything rolling in July of this year. So that's not great that it takes so long. It's a little ridiculous in my opinion. So yes, there are grants out there, but you have to be willing to be patient and also understand that you are not going to be their top priority always, and that you have to have the money up front if you want the job done when you need it done. And that's how this was. This wasn't I can wait, I can't wait. I mean, I was, in the end, I think I would have spent more money on just feeding hay than I did on the fence, and that's how much hay they were eating. So, and it's not perfect over here. We've had to fix some things like this. I don't love having this on the ground, but it's their baking soda. Hi, Elfwin. And I don't love having it on the ground. On the other side, it's on the wall. And so we have yet to, do that, put it on the wall. I have hooks over there on the other side for the buckets to hang. Over here, it's okay. They can sit on these rocks for now, but I really want to hang them because the goats seem to drink them better when they're hanging. I don't know. Over here, the mineral feeder, it took them a long time to realize where that thing was. And that's not really what I want, because I need them to know where the minerals are. So, and these girls are over here because they are next in line to be bred. So that's why normally they haven't been over there. Like, that field has been resting for, I think it's right at 30 days. So, but as soon as they're done getting bred, I'll move them right back over here. And that field will be done for until we can do all the things we need to do. There's Irma and May. And so anyways, yeah, so we had the hay feeder over here. Well, I had a junior, Thistle, that decided it would be fun to jump up in the hay feeder from the step. Well, we've had a couple broken legs because of things like that this year, and I'm not willing to even risk it. So as soon as we saw it, Craig was down here with me. He drilled a hole in the wall here, and we put the chain over here on this side. You have to chain this thing because they can tip it over. So if you have a hay feeder like this, or you're looking at getting these, please make sure you secure it somehow. I know some people will put T-posts in the ground and like zip tie it to the T-posts. Just secure it some way so it can't tip over, because I have a friend who ended up losing a goat kid, because the goats tipped it over and the goat kid was in the way, and it landed on him and it killed him. So just, you know, be mindful of things like that. These are goats. They try to find ways to hurt themselves and die every single day. Don't you, Elfwin? Yes, you do. Here comes some of the juniors and Ellie. So yeah, they love their new space. My goodness, it's like we're all running. Hey, Puffy. So yeah, it's just a really nice space. And like I said, they can graze, they can come in here, they can walk around and go to the stalls that way. It just works. Normally I have this door open. The wind keeps blowing it closed, which I don't love. And I've tried to keep it open with a hay string, and that is not working. So I don't know. We're going to have to get a clip of some sort and maybe a chain to wrap around it. But yeah, so I just wanted to share a quick something with you guys, and I hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. So that's the update I wanted to tell you guys about, and about the fence and the new members of our herd. Yay. And that we are just so excited that breeding season is coming to a close. My hope is by the beginning of next week, hopefully all does will be bred, and that is my hope. And there are 8 of them, and I hope every one of them settles. Like I said, you know, you try, but we don't know. So hopefully that'll happen. I'm trying to decide how I want to verify pregnancies. I may do the ultrasound like I did last year, but I don't have a machine yet, hopefully someday. But that would mean I would need to load them up and take them to our Dr. Kate and have her ultrasound them. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We are so excited, like I said, about everything going on here, and so happy that with the fence and how it's been going. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell and give us a thumbs up. It helps us more than you know. And until we see you guys again, I hope you have an awesome goat field day.